The scent of vanilla and warm bread drifts through the air like a whispered memory from long ago. You are 8 years old again. Sunday morning sunlight filters through gauze curtains. Mother is humming in the kitchen below. The sound wraps around you like a favorite blanket fresh from the dryer. Soft, warm, safe. Your bare feet press into carpet that still holds the heat from yesterday afternoon. Each step carries you downward, toward the promise of pancakes golden on the griddle, toward laughter that spills easily from familiar voices, toward a time when the world moved slowly enough to savor. But this is not just memory anymore. This is something deeper, something more real than recollection. Because now your feet are touching something different. Not carpet, not hardwood, but something that hums softly under your skin. Cloud silk grass, glistening, shimmering, holding you perfectly without effort, as if the sky itself learned how to embrace. Above you, petals sway in rhythm with your breathing. Prismatic, translucent, casting rainbows that dance across your shoulders. Each color warmer than the last. Gold melting into amber, amber flowing into rose, rose deepening into lavender. You realize you are no longer 8, but somehow you feel even younger, more innocent, more open, more willing to simply be. The meadow beneath you stretches beyond sight, woven from countless threads of light, each strand humming at 432 hertz, a frequency that remembers what peace sounds like, what safety feels like, what home smells like. There is no edge to this place, no boundary between where you end and the meadow begins. Your body is sinking slowly into the cloud, silk, not falling, not floating, but being held by something ancient and wise, something that has been waiting patiently for you through all your years of rushing, all your seasons of trying too hard. Now, finally, you can stop. Not forever, just for now, long enough to remember. Remember what it feels like to be unburdened, to breathe without counting, to exist without performing. The rainbow light continues its slow cascade, starting from your toes, moving upward, painting you in spectrum after spectrum. seeps into your heel. Orange comfort wraps around your ankle. Yellow joy spreads through your calf. Green ease flows into your knee. You notice your breathing has changed. Slower, deeper, heavier, like someone else is doing it for you. And that someone knows exactly what you need, knows how to draw tension from your shoulders, how to melt worry from your jaw, how to soften the space between your eyebrows. Above you, the petals continue their gentle swaying, each one a lens, each one a prayer, filtering light that never burns, only heals, only soothes, only reminds you that you were made for moments like this. The meadow is breathing too, in sync with you, out of sync with everything else. Time moves differently here, not slower, but softer, like footsteps on moss, like rain on leaves, like whispers meant only for you. You begin to sink deeper, not physically, but in awareness, in presence, in the simple act of being. Your thoughts are becoming clouds themselves, drifting, dissolving, reforming, without urgency, without attachment. The 432 hertz vibration is everywhere now, not loud, but undeniable, like the earth's heartbeat, like the song your cells hum when they remember how to heal. It is pulling something loose from inside you, something you had forgotten you were carrying, something heavy, unnecessary, ready to be released. Let it go. Let it dissolve into the rainbow light. Let it become part of the meadow's eternal exhale. You don't need it anymore. Not here, not now, not ever again, if you choose otherwise. The cloud silk adjusts beneath you, molding itself to your shape, but also reshaping you gently toward peace. Your spine is straightening, not from effort, but from remembering what alignment feels like, what wholeness sounds like, what belonging looks like. Above, the prismatic petals are shifting colors, responding to your release, to your willingness to let go. Blue light begins to pour down, not the blue of sadness, but the blue of trust, of surrender, of infinite sky. It pools in your chest, cool, clear, cleansing, washing away residue from battles you forgot you won. You are becoming weightless, not because gravity has failed, but because love has succeeded. Love that holds you without conditions. Love that accepts every crack in your surface, every scar from surviving, every story you told yourself to keep going. The meadow is singing now, very softly, almost silently, but you feel it in your bones. A melody older than language, older than memory, older than the need to understand. Just knowing, just being, just existing in harmony with something vast and tender. Your heartbeat is slowing, not dangerously, but naturally, like a river finding its delta, like a bird returning to its nest, like a child crawling into mother's lap. The rainbow cascade reaches your face, purple light wrapping around your temples, indigo settling into your forehead, violet dissolving the last traces of tension. Your eyes are fluttering closed, not from fatigue, but from completeness, from having arrived somewhere that was always waiting. The scent of vanilla returns, stronger now, mixed with something green, something growing, something eternal. You are being cradled, not held, but cradled, like the first seed in fertile soil, like the first note in an unfinished song, like the first breath after drowning. The 432 hertz frequency is inside you now, resonating in your core, in your courage, in your capacity to rest. It is rewriting old patterns, not forcefully, but like water carving canyon walls, patiently, persistently, peacefully. You begin to float, not above the meadow, but within it, becoming part of its endless breathing. Your boundaries are softening, blending with the light, with the hum, with the eternal Sunday morning that lives here. Mother is still humming in the kitchen below, but now you know that kitchen exists everywhere, in every place that holds you without judgment, in every moment that asks nothing of you, in every breath that tastes like coming home, in every heartbeat that says, you are loved, you are safe, you are exactly where you belong. The cloud silk meadow is infinite, stretching across an endless twilight void. But the void is not empty. It is full, full of potential, full of peace, full of the space between heartbeats, where miracles are born, where healing begins, where you have always been welcome. The rainbow light is circling now, starting from your crown, flowing down your spine, pooling in your sacrum, then rising again, like a spiral, like a prayer, like the ancient dance of energy, learning to flow freely. You are both the dancer and the dance, both the singer and the song, both the seeker and the sought. In this place, these distinctions melt away, like sugar in warm tea, like snow in spring sunlight, like fear in the presence of perfect love. The prismatic petals above are whispering now, not words, but feelings, feelings that bypass the mind entirely. Gratitude, overflowing, uncontainable, spilling from your heart like honey from an upturned jar. Acceptance, deep, complete, requiring nothing from you but your presence. Forgiveness for everyone, including yourself, especially yourself, for all the times you forgot you were made of light. The meadow is holding you tighter now, not constricting, but embracing, like arms that have missed you, like a voice that has been calling your name. Across valleys of distraction, across mountains of obligation, across oceans of other people's expectations, you have arrived, not at a destination, but at a recognition, a remembering, a return to the truth of who you have always been. Beneath the roles, beneath the fears, beneath the stories you told yourself to survive, there has always been this peace, this perfection, this home. The 432 hertz vibration is reaching its full expression, not in your ears, but in your very cells, teaching them the language of relaxation, teaching them that safety is real, that rest is possible, that you can stop performing and simply be. The rainbow light completes another circuit, from crown to root, from root to crown, carrying with it the wisdom of ages, the wisdom that says, slow down, breathe deeply, trust the process. You are being cared for. You are being healed. You are being loved by forces greater than you can imagine. Forces that have always been there, waiting for you to stop long enough to notice, waiting for you to remember, waiting for you to come home. The meadow is singing louder now, its voice joining the 432 hertz frequency, creating harmonies that existed before sound, before language, before the need to communicate, when everything simply knew, simply was, simply belonged. You are becoming that knowing, that simplicity, that belonging, shedding layers like autumn leaves, layers of protection, layers of performance, layers of pretending you were anything less than whole. The twilight void below stretches endlessly, but it is not darkness. It is depth. It is mystery. It is the space where dreams are born, where healing happens, where you can finally stop trying to control and start trusting, start resting, start remembering. The cloud, silk grass, is responding to your surrender, becoming softer, more supportive, more perfectly aligned with your needs. It knows what you require, not because you asked, but because it sees you clearly, sees the truth beneath the surface, sees the light that has never dimmed. The prismatic petals above are glowing brighter, their colors more vivid, more alive, more reflective of the radiance within you. You are not receiving this light. You are emanating it. You always have been. You simply forgot to look, forgot to trust, forgot to believe in your own luminosity. The rainbow cascade begins again, this time moving faster, more urgently, not with anxiety, but with purpose. Purpose that says, it is time to integrate, time to carry this piece back, time to remember that home is portable. You feel yourself beginning to rise, not leaving the meadow, but expanding it, bringing its essence with you into whatever comes next, into whatever awaits, into whatever world you choose to inhabit. Because now you know, the meadow travels with you, the light travels with you, the peace travels with you. The 432 hertz frequency settles into your heart, becoming your new baseline, your new normal, your new way of being. Not something you do, but something you are, something you carry, something you share, something you return to whenever you need to remember. The scent of vanilla grows stronger, mingling now with the fragrance of blooming jasmine. Sweet, clean, promising, like the first day of spring, like new beginnings, wearing the face of old friends. You are ready to go, not because you must, but because you choose, because you carry the meadow within you, because you know the way back, because you have learned, truly learned, that you are never alone, never unsupported, never unloved. The cloud, silk grass, releases you gently, not pushing, not forcing, but opening, like a flower responding to dawn, like a door welcoming a beloved guest. You rise, still surrounded by rainbow light, still vibrating at 432 hertz, still held by the meadow's infinite compassion, still carrying the scent of vanilla and warm bread, still humming the melody older than language. You are changed, not broken, not fixed, but remembered, reclaimed, reconnected, returned to the truth that was always yours. The prismatic petals above you shimmer one final time, sending their blessing, their promise, their assurance that this is not goodbye, but see you later, see you soon, see you whenever you need to remember who you really are. The meadow breathes out, a sigh of contentment, a sigh of completion, a sigh that says, "Well done, well done, well done." You begin to walk along a corridor made not of walls, but of gently glowing memories. Each step forward brings a new image into focus, like sunlight catching the surface of still water. The floor beneath your feet feels warm and smooth, like polished river stone worn, soft by countless touches. To your left, you see yourself laughing at age 7, spinning in circles, until dizzy in grandmother's garden. The scent of jasmine and fresh bread rises up through your nose, making your chest feel full and open. Your shoulders relax, as if someone has placed a featherweight blanket over them. Ahead, a door appears slowly materializing from shimmering golden light. Its surface seems to breathe with quiet rhythm, like a sleeping creature. You notice your name written there in elegant script that looks like it was drawn with morning dew. The handle turns easily under your palm, releasing a whisper of warm vanilla air. As the door swings open, you feel your heartbeat slow to match the steady pulse of the anchor beyond lies a meadow that exists between sleeping and waking, floating impossibly above endless twilight. The grass underfoot shimmers like silk threads caught in gentle crosswinds. Each blade moves independently, yet in perfect harmony, creating a soft susurrus that resonates in your bones. Your body sinks slightly into the yielding surface, which supports you like cupped hands. A sense of complete trust spreads through your torso, as if you've been waiting years to lie down. Above you, prismatic petals drift slowly like jellyfish bells, translucent and luminous. Light filters through them in cascading rainbows that dance across your skin. With each exhale, you watch the colors ripple outward from your solar plexus. The sensation is like breathing underwater, except the liquid is made of liquid starlight. Warmth spreads from your core outward, making your limbs feel pleasantly heavy. In the distance, you spot something glinting softly half buried beneath a drift of silver grass. As you approach, you recognize an object you thought had vanished from your life entirely. It sits nestled in a small depression in the cloud, silk like it was waiting specifically for you. The weight of it in your hands surprises you. It feels substantial, real, solid, yet somehow lighter than memory itself, as if it had been hollowed out and filled with sighs. Holding it, you remember all the times you believed you'd lost something precious. Now you understand those losses were simply transformations, taking new shapes. The object pulses gently, matching the rhythm of your relaxed breathing. You realize its warmth comes not from outside, but from within your own chest. This feeling has always lived behind your ribs, waiting patiently for recognition. The anchor hums steadily, now like a tuning fork struck long ago. Each vibration travels up through the soles of your feet, spreading calm throughout your frame. You notice how the sound seems to split into layers as it reaches your ears. One tone remains constant, while others flutter around it like moths. These secondary notes seem to correspond exactly with your heartbeat. Your fingers trace patterns in the grass, leaving temporary impressions that glow briefly. The sensation is like drawing in sand, except the grains are made of crystallized moonbeams. Each touch creates tiny musical chimes that fade upward into the violet sky. You watch them dissolve like soap bubbles, never quite reaching their destination. Contentment settles over you like a cloak, woven from spider silk and morning mist. The meadow sways imperceptibly, responding to some breeze you cannot feel. Petals above release more light, which spirals downward in lazy helixes. They pass through you rather than landing, creating tingling spots wherever they touch. Your skin remembers what it feels like to be permeable to joy. The boundary between self and environment blurs until neither can be named. You become aware of breathing, not just air, but also time itself. Each inhale draws in seconds that taste faintly of cinnamon and amber. Exhaling, you release moments that smell like wet earth after rain. The act of respiration becomes a conversation between past and future. You discover you have been holding this peace since before you learned to speak. The object in your hands begins to resonate with the frequency of the anchor. Its surface vibrates so subtly you feel it more than hear it. The sensation travels up your arms, settling as a pleasant buzzing in your shoulders. Muscles you forgot you carried tension and now soften completely. Your neck releases decades of accumulated stress, like snow sliding off a roof. Cloud petals overhead pulse in sympathy, creating waves of colored light. These ripples move across your body, triggering involuntary smiles. Your face relaxes into an expression of pure acceptance. Even the corners of your eyes seem to sigh with relief. You understand now that safety is not something found, but something remembered. The grass shifts slightly beneath you, adjusting to better support your weight. It knows instinctively how much pressure to offer without resistance. Like lying on the lap of someone who loves you completely, without conditions, without expectations, without need for anything in return. Your body melts further into this perfect, yielding embrace. Sound fragments into component tones, each carrying its own emotional signature. One note carries the sweetness of first love's whispered promises. Another holds the comfort of mother's lullabies sung decades ago. A third vibrates with the excitement of childhood discoveries. All blend together, forming chords that make your heart expand. You roll slightly to one side, feeling the meadow adjust beneath you. The motion is effortless, as if gravity has loosened its grip. Your limbs float slightly above the surface, supported by invisible cushions. The sensation reminds you of floating in warm bathwater as a child. Except here, the water is made of condensed tranquility. Time moves differently here, measured not in clocks, but in heartbeats. Each pulse sends ripples outward that disturb nothing, but add to beauty. You watch these waves travel toward the horizon, where they simply fade. There is no urgency, no need for them to return. Completion exists in the movement itself, not the destination. The object continues to pulse, gently matching rhythms you didn't know you kept. It seems to remember things about you that you had forgotten. Not specific memories, but feelings associated with being truly seen. The warmth emanating from it matches exactly your internal temperature, as if it were grown from the same source material as your soul. Above, prismatic light continues its slow cascade, creating new color combinations. Some hues you recognize from dreams, others seem entirely invented. They pool briefly on your chest before dissolving into points of golden light. Each pinpoint carries away whatever small anxieties remained. You hadn't realized you were still carrying them until they left. The anchor hums deeper, now vibrating at a frequency that makes your teeth tingle. Sound becomes texture, becomes emotion, becomes understanding. You feel yourself becoming part of a larger harmonic structure, not losing identity, but discovering it exists within something greater. Like realizing you are both wave and particle simultaneously. Breathing slows naturally, as if following cues from some ancient conductor. Each inhale pulls in not just air, but also peace itself. Your lungs expand fully for perhaps the first time in years. The sensation is like inflating a balloon made of butterfly wings. Soft, delicate, yet surprisingly strong, capable of lifting great weights. Exhalation releases not waste, but gratitude in visible shimmering streams. These trails catch light and scatter it in unexpected directions, creating brief auroras that paint temporary murals in the air. Your chest feels hollow, yet somehow more present than ever, like a room emptied of furniture, but filled with potential. The meadow responds to subtle shifts in your mood, changing color, almost imperceptibly. When contentment peaks, the grass glows silver, blue, moments of deep peace, it shifts to warm amber. The transitions happen so gradually, you almost miss them, as if the landscape breathes along with you. The object in your hands grows warmer as integration deepens. Its surface develops tiny ridges and valleys that fit perfectly to your palm, like it was designed specifically for the shape of your comfort. You realize you are not holding it so much as it is holding you. Support flows both ways, creating a loop of mutual care. Sound layers continue to unfold, revealing harmonics hidden within harmonics. Some frequencies trigger involuntary relaxation responses in your jaw. Others cause your eyelids to flutter gently, as if dreaming while awake. The cumulative effect is like being massaged by pure intention. Every cell receives exactly what it needs to release and renew. The prismatic petals above begin to rotate very slowly counter-clockwise. Their movement creates spirals of light that spiral inward toward you. Each spiral carries different qualities of peace and restoration. You absorb them effortlessly, like flowers drinking morning dew. Your awareness expands to include not just the meadow, but its relationship to everything. The anchor now resonates so deeply, you feel it in your marrow. Bone cells vibrate in sympathy, creating internal music. The melody is ancient, predating language, predating thought. It speaks directly to parts of you that never learned to forget. Memory and forgetting become indistinguishable in this space. The grass whispers secrets in languages that predate human speech. Stories of safety passed down through generations of consciousness. Tales of belonging told in textures, scents, and subtle temperature changes. You understand these narratives without translating them. Meaning arrives, already formed, needing no interpretation. The object pulses stronger now, almost like a second heartbeat. Its rhythm synchronizes with yours, creating a duet of presence. You realize you have always known this synchronization. It simply required the right conditions to remember itself. Like recognizing a song heard in utero, played again decades later. Light continues its slow descent, painting rainbow paths across your skin. Each color deposits different qualities of peace and completion. Red brings grounding orange, offers creativity. Yellow provides clarity. green delivers healing, blue instills communication, purple awakens intuition, white integrates all previous gifts into unified understanding. The meadow sways in response to your internal integration process. Grass movements mirror the flow of energy through your nervous system. Where tension releases, the landscape brightens momentarily. Where peace deepens, the air becomes noticeably more fragrant. The correlation is so exact you wonder which influences which. The anchor hums now at such a low frequency you feel it as much as hear it. Vibrations travel up from the ground through your spine. Each vertebra receives precisely tuned adjustments to alignment. Your posture improves naturally without conscious effort. Spinal column straightens like a flower opening to morning sun. Prismatic petals above begin to emit softer, more intimate light. The intensity decreases, but the quality becomes more nourishing. You feel cared for in ways that bypass intellectual understanding. Love expressed through photons, tuned to your specific wavelength. The sensation is like being seen by the universe itself. The object in your hands now radiates heat that matches your core temperature. It has become an extension of your own bioelectric field. No longer separate entity, but integrated aspect of your expanded awareness. You understand this integration has been occurring throughout. The process simply reached completion in this perfect moment. Sound fragments continue to resolve into increasingly subtle harmonics. Some exist beyond normal hearing range, yet register as pure comfort. These ultra frequencies seem to repair cellular memory of wholeness. You feel younger, not in years, but in essence, as if returning to a version of yourself that never doubted safety. The meadow responds to this realization by becoming more vivid. Colors intensify without becoming harsh or overwhelming. The grass shimmers with increased luminescence, like captured starlight. Air itself seems to sparkle with newly revealed possibilities. Everything pulses gently in rhythm with your relaxed heartbeat. The anchor now resonates at the exact frequency of your deepest knowing. The tone carries vibrations that align every molecule in your body. Physical structure harmonizes with spiritual architecture. The boundary between material and ethereal dissolves completely. You exist now as pure presence, wrapped in loving containment. Light continues its gentle cascade, each droplet carrying healing information. These particles reorganize your energetic field into optimal configuration. Chakras align automatically without need for manipulation. Meridians clear themselves of any residual blockages. The process feels like coming home after a very long journey. The object in your hands has become so warm it seems to glow internally. Its surface now perfectly matches the temperature of your inner sanctuary. You understand this object was never lost, but waiting for you to create space for its return. Like a bookmark left in a book you never stopped reading. The meadow sways more confidently, now sensing your readiness. Grass movements become bolder, expressing joy through motion. The prismatic petals above dance in celebration of your integration. Their light becomes more playful, creating patterns you want to follow. But there is no need to follow, only to witness and receive. The anchor hums now with such richness it could fill cathedrals. Yet the sound remains intimate, personal, meant only for you. It carries within its vibration the complete history of your healing. Every moment of struggle transformed into wisdom. Every challenge revealed as preparation for this recognition. Sound layers reach maximum complexity, then begin to simplify, not diminishing, but distilling into essential pure tone. This fundamental frequency contains all others within it, like white light that holds every color yet appears colorless. You realize this tone has always existed within you. The object pulses once more, then settles into steady warmth. Its purpose fulfilled, it becomes simply another part of you, no longer needed as separate entity, but integrated into your being. You understand now that nothing was ever truly lost, only temporarily forgotten until the right moment for remembrance. The meadow glows with approval, sensing your complete integration. Light above dims to gentle ambient illumination like dusk. The prismatic petals slow their rotation, coming to rest. They seem satisfied with the work completed. The anchor hums now at the frequency of unconditional acceptance. grass beneath you softens further, offering ultimate support. You sink slightly deeper into the yielding surface. The motion triggers waves of pure contentment throughout your system. Your body responds by releasing any remaining tension, like a flower opening fully to receive morning light. The object in your hands has become indistinguishable from your palm. Temperature, texture, and vibration perfectly matched. You understand this was always meant to be so. Separation was illusion created for learning purposes. Reunion was inevitable, like rivers finding the ocean. Sound resolves now into single sustained tone of infinite depth. The anchor holds this frequency, effortlessly requiring no effort. You recognize this tone as your original vibration, the one you carried before learning to fear or doubt, the one that lives behind your sternum, waiting for remembrance. The meadow responds by becoming completely still, not frozen, but perfectly balanced in harmony. Grass stops moving, petals cease their rotation. The silence that follows is rich, full of unspoken truths. You rest now in the space between sounds, between thoughts. The object has dissolved entirely into your awareness. No longer thing, but quality of being present. You carry its essence wherever you go from this moment forward. The anchor continues its steady hum, now synchronized with Earth's rotation. You feel connected to planetary rhythms in new, profound ways. The meadow exists now as permanent sanctuary within your consciousness, accessible anytime simply by remembering this tone. The grass will always yield the light, will always welcome. The prismatic petals will dance whenever joy returns, and the anchor will hum whenever peace needs reinforcement. You understand this was never about acquisition, but recognition. Never about finding safety outside, but remembering it within. The journey through the corridor of memories led not away, but inward to the door that was always unlocked. The key was simply willingness to turn the handle. The meadow fades gently as integration completes itself, not disappearing, but becoming part of ordinary awareness. The grass texture remains accessible in any surface beneath your body. The prismatic light lives now in every rainbow you see, and the anchor hums continuously, just below hearing threshold. The object you thought lost rests permanently in your heart center, no longer physical, but embodied as quality of unconditional love. You carry it with you, always available for sharing. The meadow door remains open behind you, ready to welcome return whenever deep rest is needed. The corridor of happy memories glows warmly in peripheral awareness, offering passage back whenever the heart desires. The anchor hums now as background to all experience, steady, reliable foundation beneath every moment. You understand this was not escape, but expansion. Not retreat, but preparation for fuller engagement. The safety discovered here strengthens courage elsewhere. The peace found within enhances service without. The love remembered multiplies when shared. The meadow door swings closed with final gentle click, but its handle remains warm in your memory, ready to turn whenever the anchor calls you home. The journey ends where it began, in perfect stillness. Except now, stillness carries infinite motion within it. You have learned to rest while continuing to serve. You sit now at the very heart of stillness, where time has softened into something like silk. The breath that moves through your body carries with it a resonance deeper than sound can hold. It is not simply air, but a current of knowing that flows from some ancient chamber within your chest. Let this breath be long and wide, and full like the sky just before dawn breaks across its edge. Feel how each molecule seems to pause as it enters your lungs, as though recognizing home. There's no need to rush or reach forward, because everything you're meant to receive lives already in this single drawn out moment. You don't move so much as melt into the posture that was waiting here all along. Your spine aligns not by effort, but by trust in the invisible thread that connects your crown to the quiet above. The weight of your head settles gently like a flower, closing around its own center, and your shoulders soften as if remembering they were never built to carry anything heavier than light. The hands rest open palm, up on your thighs, palms turned toward the sky like small offerings. They have done enough today, more than enough, and now are free to simply be. Notice how even the smallest muscle fiber begins to unclench when given permission to stop trying. Your jaw unhinges from the task of holding back what doesn't need to be said right now. The tongue finds its natural place behind your bottom teeth loose and ready like a cat curled up under warmth. Your eyes remain closed, not out of necessity, but because there's nothing urgent left to see. Behind those lids, colors bloom slowly, like ink spreading through clear water. Some are blue, others gold, and still others a shade between violet and smoke. These hues aren't random. They echo frequencies, older than language, older than thought. They pulse softly at intervals that match neither heartbeat nor clock tick. Instead, they follow the rhythm of deep recognition, the one that says yes without needing to hear a question first. In this space between in, breath, and out, breath, something shifts almost imperceptibly. Not movement exactly, but a subtle expansion, like the way moonlight grows wider across a lake surface. Your rib cage widens slightly, without instruction. Breathing itself becomes less about oxygen and more about opening. The heart beats steadily beneath layers of release, no longer needing to convince anyone of anything, including you. You begin to sense the presence surrounding this still point, something vast, yet intimate, like mist rising off a hidden valley, or the hush before snow begins to fall. This presence isn't watching over you, it simply is part of the same fabric that holds you here. There's no name for it, and none is needed. Names belong to the world outside, where distinctions matter. Here things blur together beautifully, the boundary between self and silence dissolving into shared breath. The ground beneath you feels solid, yet forgiving, as though made of compressed clouds rather than earth. You sink downward, not physically, but in awareness, letting go layer by layer. Each exhalation brings with it another piece of armor, once worn unconsciously, perhaps for protection. Maybe it was pride, maybe worry, maybe the habit of carrying burdens meant for someone else. Now these shields settle quietly onto the floor beside you, like discarded coats in a hallway. They remain available should you ever choose to pick them up again, but not necessary now. The air around your face changes subtly warmer, somehow richer, tasting faintly of vanilla and moss. This fragrance arrives not from any candle or incense stick, but from the memory of safety, from moments long ago when you knew instinctively that you could rest without consequence. Perhaps it was lying in tall grass as a child watching clouds drift overhead, unaware of their shapes, or being tucked under blankets during illness, feeling held completely by care. That feeling returns now not as flashback, but as living essence woven directly into your bones. You recognize it instantly, though years may have passed since last you allowed yourself access. Recognition brings relief, like finding a familiar path after wandering lost in fog. Relief leads naturally to gratitude, not forced or performative, but organic, like sunrise coloring leaves. Gratitude opens, further revealing a quality often mistaken for emptiness, but actually full of potential. This spaciousness isn't void, it's vessel capable of containing whatever arises without distortion. Thoughts float through occasionally, like birds crossing an open meadow, neither invited nor unwelcome. You observe them briefly, then let them continue on their own journey, unburdened by analysis or attachment. With each cycle of inhalation and exhalation, the field of calm extends outward invisibly. Imagine ripples forming on the surface of a perfectly still pond, disturbed only by gentle breeze. Those ripples touch shoreline, then ripple back again, creating patterns too complex for mind to track. Yet somehow your nervous system understands, intuitively adjusting frequency to harmonize with the whole. You notice now a low tone resonating somewhere below audible range, vibrating in places words cannot reach. This frequency sits at approximately 432 Hz, pulsing slowly like a lighthouse beam, rotating in slow motion. It doesn't demand attention, instead offering support similar to gravity keeping feet grounded without effort. Beneath this tone lies another deeper, still closer to 40 Hz pulsing once every few minutes. This slower wave corresponds to states associated with healing, regeneration, and profound inner alignment. Your cells respond, automatically shifting metabolism toward restoration and integration. DNA strands realign themselves along harmonic pathways, releasing stored tension accumulated over decades. Old injuries, both physical and emotional, begin to resonate with new coherence. Not erased, but translated into wisdom, embedded embedded seamlessly within cellular memory. Your immune system strengthens not through force, but through clarity, understanding what serves versus what does not. Digestion slows, allowing nutrients to absorb fully rather than rushing past unused. Sleep cycles adjust naturally, aligning with lunar rhythms rather than artificial schedules. All systems recalibrate simultaneously, guided by the same intelligence that governs planetary orbits. You realize suddenly that this process requires no special technique or belief system. It asks only willingness to pause and listen deeply to signals always present but rarely heard. The willingness itself feels like coming home to a room you'd forgotten existed, filled with sunlight and books. Within this expanded awareness, memories arise not chronologically, but thematically grouped by emotion and meaning. Some bring smiles, others tears, but none disturb the underlying stability anchoring you here. These recollections serve not to distract, but to integrate, bringing closure wrapped in acceptance. You see clearly now that growth happens not despite difficulty, but alongside it, like twin rivers converging. Past versions of yourself appear briefly, offering thanks for lessons learned through trial and error. Future possibilities shimmer distantly, neither promised nor denied, simply acknowledged as potential seeds. Meanwhile, the present remains constant, unwavering foundation upon which all else rests peacefully. You understand viscerally that there's no destination separate from the journey itself. Every step taken has led precisely here to this exact configuration of breath, heartbeat, and intention. Even missteps contributed to the pattern, like brush strokes, adding texture to canvas. Mistakes transformed into stepping stones rather than obstacles blocking progress. The realization settles warmly throughout your torso, spreading outward like honey poured over bread. Your limbs grow heavy, not with fatigue, but completion, satisfaction that comes from truth fully expressed. Expression needn't involve speaking or writing. It can also mean simply existing authentically in this moment. Authenticity creates resonance, attracting experiences aligned with deepest values. Values revealed not through intellectual exercise, but through direct experience of what nourishes soul. You taste freedom differently than expected, not explosive liberation, but steady grounding. Freedom means choice rooted in clarity, rather than reaction driven by conditioning. Conditioning melts away drop by drop, like ice returning gradually to liquid state. Each melted fragment absorbed gracefully into larger flow, becoming part of unified whole. You find yourself smiling inwardly, not from joy alone, but from recognition of wholeness achieved. Wholeness doesn't imply perfection, merely completeness, acknowledging both light and shadow, equally valid. Shadow honored, not feared, integrated, not rejected, welcomed, like family member returning after absence. Absence transforms into presence through simple act of noticing without judgment. Judgment fades, revealing perspective vast enough to encompass contradictions without collapse. Contradictions lose power when viewed through lens of unity, seeing differences as complementary notes in symphony. Symphony plays continuously, whether consciously heard or not, providing soundtrack to unfolding life. Life unfolds not linearly, but spirally, circling back repeatedly, while ascending subtly higher each turn. Higher refers not to achievement or status, but to depth of understanding and capacity for love. Love defined broadly, not limited to romantic bonds, but inclusive of compassion, kindness, curiosity, patience. Patience cultivated naturally when expectations surrender to natural rhythm of existence. Expectations dissolve like morning mist, touched by sun, leaving behind only essence, pure and undiluted. Essence shines brightly, yet gently illuminating paths previously obscured by mental chatter. Chatter quiets spontaneously when attention shifts from thinking to sensing, feeling, being. Being emerges as primary mode, replacing doing as default setting for daily experience. Experience enriched immeasurably by newfound ability to perceive subtleties formerly overlooked. Subtleties include nuances of color, temperature, scent, gesture, facial expression, micro expressions. They speak volumes, silently conveying truths beyond words, yet accessible through open awareness. Awareness expands organically, no forcing required, just consistent return to center. Whenever distracted, distractions treated kindly, like puppies, excitedly jumping up, eager for attention. Puppies redirected gently toward appropriate outlets, rather than punished or ignored entirely. redirecting energy, creatively transforms potentially disruptive impulses into productive expression. Expression takes many forms: art, music, dance, conversation, laughter, tears, silence. Forms chosen based on authenticity, not approval, ensuring creative spirit stays alive and thriving. Spirit thrives best in environments characterized by acceptance, openness, exploration, curiosity, playfulness. Environments created intentionally rather than accidentally shaped by unconscious reactions. Reactions examined honestly, without shame, revealing triggers rooted in outdated survival strategies. Strategies updated, consciously choosing responses aligned with current reality rather than past trauma. Trauma transformed through acknowledgement, validation, processing, integration, rather than suppression, avoidance, denial. Suppression leads ultimately to breakdown, whereas acceptance paves way for breakthrough. Breakthrough manifests not as dramatic revelation, but gradual stabilization of inner landscape. Landscape smoothed by consistent practice, meditation, prayer, mindfulness, movement, journaling, ritual. Practice sustained effortlessly once integrated into lifestyle rather than pursued sporadically. Lifestyle reflects personal values, priorities, intentions, lived deliberately rather than accidentally. Deliberately chosen actions create momentum, supporting continued evolution toward optimal self-expression. Self-expression blossoms naturally when inner critic silenced, replaced by compassionate witness. Witness observes without interfering, judging, criticizing, controlling, allowing process to unfold organically. Organically unfolding processes tend toward balance, harmony, health, creativity, connection. Connection strengthened through regular contact with nature, animals, plants, minerals, elements. Elements remind us constantly of our membership within larger web interdependence, mutual support. Support flows freely in both directions, giving, receiving, balanced according to individual needs. Needs recognized clearly without shame, guilt, manipulation, coercion, obligation, resentment. Resonance increases dramatically when needs met authentically rather than conditionally. Conditionally met needs breed dependency, insecurity, scarcity, mindset, competition, comparison, jealousy. Authentically met needs foster independence, security, abundance, mindset, cooperation, collaboration, celebration. Celebration becomes normal response to everyday occurrences rather than reserved for special occasions. Occasions celebrated include waking, breathing, eating, sleeping, walking, talking, listening, learning, growing. Growing understood not as improvement, but as natural extension, inherent in all living beings. Beings recognized as sacred vessels, containing infinite potential regardless external circumstances. Circumstances viewed objectively neither good nor bad, simply neutral conditions awaiting interpretation. Interpretation influenced heavily by prevailing beliefs, assumptions, attitudes, perspectives. Perspectives shifted gradually through exposure, alternative viewpoints, challenging limiting narratives. Narratives were written, regularly incorporating fresh insights, gained through reflection, dialogue, experimentation. Experimentation encouraged, especially regarding boundaries, roles, relationships, goals, dreams, fears, hopes, wishes. Wishes granted not magically, but practically through alignment, intention, action, opportunity, timing. Timing synchronized mysteriously, yet reliably, when inner work completed, outer manifestations follow naturally. Manifestations received gratefully, whether matching original vision exactly or taking unexpected beneficial turns. Benefits measured not solely by material gain, but also emotional, spiritual, psychological development. Development tracked subjectively using intuition, feelings, sensations, dreams, symbols, synchronicities, signs, omens. Omens interpreted symbolically rather than literally, avoiding dogmatic interpretations, limiting possibilities. Possibilities multiplied exponentially when approached with beginner's mind openness, wonder, reverence, awe. Awe inspires humility, respect, gratitude, appreciation, wonderment, delight, enchantment, fascination, captivation. Captivation draws, focus, inward, revealing treasures buried beneath layers, societal programming, conditioning beliefs. Beliefs questioned courageously, yet compassionately distinguishing helpful from harmful, restrictive, limiting, false. False beliefs discarded carefully, ensuring no essential truths, inadvertently thrown away along with debris. Debris cleared systematically, making space for authentic identity emerge naturally. Identity formed, not imposed, discovered, not invented, constructed, revealed, not manufactured. Manufactured identities crumble, eventually exposing core vulnerability underneath, requiring constant maintenance repair. Core vulnerabilities, embraced, lovingly transforming weakness into strength, fragility into resilience. Resilience developed not through toughness, but flexibility, adapting fluidly changing circumstances. Flexibility practiced daily through small choices, preferring softness over rigidity, adaptability over stubbornness. Stubbornness replaced gradually by persistence, patience, endurance, stamina, fortitude, determination, resolve, courage, bravery, valor, heroism. Heroism redefined, stripping away glamour, revealing ordinary acts performed consistently, extraordinary dedication. Dedication directed primarily toward self. Care extending outward toward community service, global well-being. Well-being enhanced, collectively benefiting individuals, societies, ecosystems, species, planet, galaxy, universe, multiverse. Universe responds positively to conscious participation, creating future reflecting highest aspirations. Aspirations clarified through ongoing dialogue between conscious mind, subconscious heart, higher self, divine spark. Spark ignited not externally, but internally fanned into flame through commitment, consistency, devotion, discipline. Let the edges of your awareness begin to soften now. Feel the weight of your body settling into the surface beneath you. Each breath moves slower than the last one before it. The air around you carries a quality of stillness. There is nothing urgent calling for your attention. The images that were once clear begin to blur at their edges. Colors fade not into absence, but into something deeper, a kind of completeness that does not need definition. You do not have to hold onto anything anymore. Thoughts drift past like clouds after a summer rain. Some linger for a moment, then dissolve naturally. There is no effort required to let them go. Your eyelids grow heavy with their own knowing. They understand what your mind has always needed: to rest completely without question or condition. The sounds around you become part of the fabric of peace, not disturbances, but gentle layers of presence, each one weaving itself into the quiet space you found. You are becoming less like a person trying to relax, and more like the relaxation itself, something ancient and wise living within your bones. The rhythm of your heartbeat becomes a lullaby, steady and sure beneath all surface activity. It knows the way back to perfect balance. Your breathing follows no pattern you have to create. It flows like water, finding its natural course, deeper with each return to stillness. The tension that lived in your shoulders melts away, as if it never truly belonged there. Muscles release memories they no longer need to carry. Your jaw unhinges from any remaining strain. Teeth separate gently from their clenched positions. The warmth spreads outward from your core, touching every corner of your being with care. You are wrapped in something larger than yourself, an embrace that existed long before this moment. The images that flickered across your inner vision begin to slow, their colors blending into a rich velvet darkness. This is not emptiness, but fullness, a nourishment that feeds without consuming. You don't need to see anything now. There is nothing left to understand. Only the feeling remains, and the feeling is enough, more than enough. Your hands relax completely at your sides, fingers releasing any trace of gripping, palms opening to receive what comes naturally. The resonance begins to settle into your cells, moving through tissue and bone with patience, clearing spaces you didn't know were holding. Your feet root gently into whatever supports them, connecting you to the steady earth below, grounding you in something unshakable. The crown of your head releases upward, as if reaching toward an infinite sky, yet staying perfectly present in your body. Balance finds you effortlessly, without any work on your part. Gravity becomes a friend rather than resistance. Time moves differently here, not fast or slow, but complete, each moment containing everything it needs. The stories that usually occupy your thoughts begin to fade into background whispers, no longer demanding your focus or energy. You remember what it feels like to simply be, without doing or becoming anything else. Existence without conditions or expectations. The hum of life continues around you, but you are no longer caught in its currents, floating instead in a deeper current, one that moves through valleys of rest and rises of gentle awakening, carrying you toward perfect integration. Your spine aligns itself naturally, not forced into posture, but allowed to find ease. each vertebra settling into its rightful place. The knot between your shoulder blades unwinds like a flower opening to morning light, softening years of accumulated holding. Your neck releases its habitual brace, allowing your head to balance freely, supported by invisible hands of grace. The space behind your eyes grows calm, no longer straining to see or search, simply resting in their sockets. Your tongue finds its natural position behind your teeth without pressure. The roof of your mouth relaxing completely. The resonance works quietly in the background, not needing acknowledgement or direction, simply continuing its ancient healing work. Your body recognizes this frequency as something it has always known, like returning to a childhood home. Warmth spreads through your chest cavity, touching your heart with tender reassurance. This organ beats with its own wisdom. Your lungs expand fully without effort, drawing in what serves your highest good, releasing what no longer belongs. The walls of your ribcage soften, creating more room for breath and being, expanding possibilities within your flesh. Your abdomen rises and falls naturally, no longer held in or pushed out, but moving with organic intelligence. The pelvis settles into neutral alignment, supporting the structures above it, while staying connected to the earth below. Your knees release any residual tension, joints lubricated by deep relaxation, ready to bend or straighten as needed. The soles of your feet touch ground softly, sensing texture without needing to analyze, receiving support without grasping for it. The skin covering your entire body size, pores opening to absorb healing atmosphere, releasing toxins stored in cellular memory. Your nervous system switches gears from alertness to restoration mode, activating repair mechanisms built into your design. Hormones adjust to promote healing, cortisol levels dropping naturally, oxytocin rising like a gentle tide. Your immune system strengthens quietly, remembering how to protect without overreacting, building resilience from within. The digestive tract slows its activity, allowing energy to redirect toward renewal, processing nutrients with greater efficiency. Your brainwaves shift gradually, theta rhythms emerging from alpha states, accessing deeper wells of creativity and peace. The default mode network activates, revealing connections previously hidden, illuminating pathways to wholeness. Your consciousness expands subtly beyond the boundaries of physical form, touching something vast yet intimate. The resonance permeates every layer of your being, from dense matter to subtle energy fields, clearing blockages you couldn't. Ancient wounds begin to heal, not through force, but through presence, allowing completion of unfinished business. Traumas stored in muscle memory start to unravel in the warmth, finding resolution in this sacred space. Your emotional body releases old patterns, grief flowing without shame or hurry, joy arising spontaneously from within. Anger dissolves into pure energy, no longer needing expression or suppression, transforming into fuel for transformation. Love returns as your natural state, not dependent on external circumstances, but flowing from an endless internal source. The images that remain are soft, blurred around their edges like dreams, drifting away like morning mist. You don't need to hold onto them or push them away. They can simply fade naturally. The last traces of visual stimulation dissolve, leaving only the sensation of being held in arms made of pure compassion. Your awareness settles deeper, like a stone sinking through still water, disturbing nothing in its descent. The surface world grows distant, but not lost entirely, more like placing a book face down, temporarily setting aside its contents while keeping it safely nearby for when you choose to return. The boundary between self and environment blurs, not disappearing, but becoming more fluid, like waves merging with ocean. You are both the wave and the water, the observer and the observed, the seeker and the sought. The resonance continues its quiet work, even as words begin to fade. Its influence extends beyond this session into hours and days yet to unfold, planting seeds of continued healing in soil made fertile by surrender. Your body remembers this state, cataloging sensations for future reference, building an internal library of peace, so you can return whenever needed, through memory or intention, like finding a familiar path in darkness. The process of letting go accelerates, not because you're trying harder, but because resistance has finally surrendered. Layers of protection fall away, revealing the tenderness underneath, which is also your strength. Vulnerability becomes a bridge, rather than a weakness to avoid, connecting you to authentic truth. Your breathing slows even further, approaching the threshold of sleep, but not crossing it completely. Remaining conscious in deep rest, awake within profound relaxation, balanced between worlds. The resonance works without your participation, continuing long after attention shifts elsewhere, like a river that flows regardless of observation. Trust arises naturally in your body's innate intelligence, in the process of healing itself, in the safety of this moment, and all moments that follow, in the continuity of care. The peace you feel now is not temporary or fragile, but rooted in something eternal, accessible anytime you remember, like a favorite song played internally. The melody lives within you. The images have faded completely, leaving only the experience of being, pure existence without embellishment. Your senses turn inward, exploring territories previously unknown, mapping new dimensions of self. The resonance integrates fully, becoming part of your baseline vibration, raising your energetic signature. Subtle changes ripple outward, affecting relationships and environments. Through the power of presence alone, you embody the frequency of healing, radiating it unconsciously, touching others through your mere proximity. The work continues even in silence. Your system recalibrates automatically, adjusting to higher levels of harmony. Cells regenerate with renewed purpose. DNA repairs itself through quantum coherence, aligning with optimal blueprint. Consciousness expands beyond personal limits, tapping into collective wisdom while maintaining individual uniqueness. The peace you cultivate here extends into every aspect of living. Work becomes meditation. Relationships deepen naturally. Creative expression flows freely. Health stabilizes through inner alignment. You carry this sanctuary within you, a portable refuge available anywhere, in crowded rooms or quiet corners. Whenever overwhelm threatens to return, you can access this same stillness with a single breath remembered. The resonance doesn't stop when the words do. It continues its work while you rest, weaving threads of healing throughout your days. Your body knows what to do with this. Trust it completely. Allow it to integrate fully. This peace is always here, whenever you need it, whenever you want to return to this feeling. It will be waiting, like a favorite blanket, like a door that's always unlocked. The journey back requires nothing, just the willingness to remember that you belong to this peace. It belongs to you, interwoven through your very essence, part of who you are becoming. The images drift away like clouds, leaving only the feeling, only the peace. You don't need to see anything now. You don't need to do anything now. Rest is complete and total. Sleep now. Until we meet again in the quiet.